America just stole Chinese weapons, but it gets worse. What they just announced will shock you. Specifically, a report came out today that the US seized a cargo ship last month, but not just any cargo ship. In fact, that cargo ship was carrying military equipment from China to Iran, which Iran had bought from China. And you need to know that the US Special Forces who boarded that cargo ship have actually seized that Chinese military equipment. The US said, quote, "The material was potentially useful for Iran's conventional weapons." But it actually gets worse and a little bit weirder. After the US seized those Chinese weapons that Iran had bought, the US let the cargo ship carry on its journey. This sent a clear message to the world that the US actually didn't care about China trading with Iran. What they cared about was the Chinese weapons headed there. The US simply just wanted the Chinese weapons. The official reason that the US seized these Chinese weapons was actually because of, quote, "sanctions violations," as the US says that nobody can sell weapons to Iran. But in reality, and a lot of people are understandably saying this, the US just wants the Chinese weapons. If the US actually really cared about stopping trade with Iran, then the US would have seized the entire cargo ship, as there was a lot more on it that wasn't just military equipment. But no, instead, they simply seized the Chinese weapons that Iran had bought. And that's important, because since then, it's very possible the US has been digging into these Chinese weapons to find out just how good they actually are. Now, I'll be honest, we don't know if these were very important Chinese weapons that were really advanced, or whether they were just simply small weapons. But what we do know is that the US official who announced this said that they could also be used for civilian use, so it would suggest that they weren't missiles. Either way, the US seized Chinese weapons that were headed to Iran last month after they boarded a cargo ship that was sailing from China to Iran. This is a pretty exclusive story too, so you can leave me a follow for some more global news like this.